dominated.
Enough poor, and that was Woodgate failing at the start. Followed quickly by Harry Kewell, who had a good opportunity. Now they've got plenty of numbers back there, but what they haven't got is good defenders. And once again, this time it's Baka. He's got an opportunity. But the big problem that Leeds had all the way through was poor quality of ball in, and that was just one single sort of instance of that problem that they had. The reason why they're having to go wide is because every time they get the ball, there's 9 men behind the ball and the goalkeeper, a 5 line in front of them there, no opportunity to go through the middle and use Viduka. So that's why they're going wide. They need better crosses.
We've had a chance tonight to look at England's new hero, Alan Smith. We've seen in this first half, it's been a hard game for him there. His discipline's been fairly decent. A silly foul there, but not a bad foul. And again, that frustration showing loud and clear for everybody. But here you see a build-up on the left. Harry Kewell's got clear. Smith's gone in and checked off. And realistically, Lee Bowyer's taken any chance he had of a strike on goal there. Again, Kewell involved, looks for the 1-2. Smith comes inside, and really an international striker has to finish better than that. We can see better from that from Alan Smith. You see here the run of the half. Comes, goes, spins away, and this is where he's at his best. Just didn't quite get the quality of his crossing that was needed. See here again, Harry Kewell involved, the great dummy, the tenacity of the man who wants to be Michael Owen's new partner, the new Alan Shearer he's being called.
Time, by the way. Zaporozhye are about to kick us off and underway in the second half in the red and black. They're kicking away from the Reevy stand against Leeds, all in white. Lee Bowyer on the right hand side of midfield with Gary Kelly just behind him. Need to get forward more down that side to give Leeds greater balance. Perhaps that's the message from Terry Venables. It's Robinson in goal, Kelly, Radaby, Woodgate, Hart the back 4, Bowyer, Dacourt and Baka essentially in a midfield 3, with Kewell wide on the left hand side and Smith in support of Viduka. And we're almost off and underway in the second period as the Finnish referee Mikko Vororela checks his watch and his 2 assistants Tarvi Sulander and Asilovny. And it will be the Ukrainian underdogs who will kick us off and underway. I saw Leeds priced in some betting shops this morning 8-1 on to win this one tonight. But they've had their frustrations, and their frustrations grew to such an extent that at the end of the first half, Olivier Dacourt was cautioned for a snappy challenge. Well, the referee still waiting for the official confirmation to go. Go on, get on with it, ref. Oh, he heard me. Or has he? Yes. And off we go then. And this is Klyuchuk, one of the holding midfield players of Zaporozhye, who in the first half basically had one strong game plan. Man Mark Viduka through Mario Doric. He went everywhere with the pivotal lead striker. There he is again, look, straight away. Viduka is so often the fulcrum of so much that is good about Leeds. Now Hart away to Kewell, who so often has been the mainspring of Leeds' flamboyance and finesse over the last 2 or 3 seasons. Alan Smith back to Hart, driving across field ball, and Leeds already starting the second half with a bit more zip and pace. Kelly adventuring forward, we didn't see any of that in the first half. Bowyer to Viduka, trying to turn his man. He'll be brought away by Ratti, beyond Dacourt, he's slipped it too far away. Can Leeds profit? Hart to Kewell, back to Radaby. Bowyer's pulled away to the top of your picture, the right touchline. He won the header, but didn't know where the ball had gone, and Armen Akopian was back for Zaporozhye. Kelly saw the run of Kewell, headed down. Smith lets it run. Hart with a drive, may well have just taken a deflection, certainly spinning. And it's forced only the second save of the evening out of goalkeeper Glushenko.
Well, we have seen Hart strike these. He's an exceptional striker of the ball. He's kept it low and on target, and Lee Bowyer is always following in. Encouraging start, positive.
Leeds will not want to go to the Ukraine, home of the Cossacks, in a couple of weeks' time with a major job to do. The game won't be played in Zaporozhye. It'll be played in Dnipropetrovsk in a 30,000 capacity stadium. can see on Channel 5. This is Hart. Radabe. The reaction to this game a little bit later on in the Football Night programme. All the other night's European news. This is Dako. Overrun it slightly, did well to draw a great cross in and tucked away by Glushenko. I thought then Gary Kelly had run it too wide. Throw to Leeds. Smashing cross on the end of it though.
Well, that's what we saw from Gary Kelly regularly when he was in the side. One of the best attacking right backs in the business, but we haven't seen that prior to that cross, and I'm sure Terry Venables has said from the half-time, come on son, you've got to get down that wing again. See here.
Why wasn't he getting forward?
Well, I don't know. I think it was just the way that they were playing with Bowyer out on the right, and perhaps Bowyer wasn't tucking in early enough. But I'm sure that Bowyer, will say no, he's going to get forward and leave a lovely big space there for Kelly to run into.
Footballing talent down on that Leeds bench. Roy Aitken and Eddie Gray, fantastic players, and Brian Kidd and Terry Venables. Roy's former team, Celtic doing well of course, winning 5-0 in their UEFA Cup tie tonight against Sudova. Former Scotland captain. Lee Bowyer away for Leeds. You can hear now individual yells of frustration coming forward. It's not a crowd in unison singing together. Cheesed off. Oh dear, not a happy bunny. Put it on by Modebatze. Now Hart. Just dropping short in front of him. Switch to Kelly, and he's already using that right flank to more profit. Michael strokes it, back and stepped over. Marty away by Kluchuk. This is Valuta.
Viduka there caught on his heels, Jonathan. The ball was played towards him, and it's just not quite been his night up to now. I think he's a terrific player, and I'm sure he's the most frustrated person on the pitch. It would be a moot point as to whether Dodditch followed him to the toilet at half-time, because he's been everywhere with him.
He actually acknowledged there, did you notice that Viduka that it was his fault, he was a bit sluggish. Time ticks down.
Well, he looks a laid-back player at the best of times, but he's a big game player, tremendous tight control for his size.
When we put their sort of domestic form in context, well, Dynamo Kiev have beaten them, scored 5 against them this season. Shakhtar Donetsk beat them in Zaporozhye. Kiel. Hart back to the Australian. Now Bunny, little bit of space. Can he wriggle into the box here? Away from him. Valuta took it off his toes. And Vasconcelos has gone down heavily again with the slightest of touches from Ian Hart. The Brazilian. With Valuta. The imports will take this free kick. It was skinny, wasn't it? Vasevic, blocked by Gary Kelly. Vasevic will step forward to take this throw in, but at a leisurely pace, no doubt. And you can't blame Zaporozhye. No hopers before the game kicked off. Still here, 0-0. Smirnov. Good Gates there with him. Oh, and I think he was obstruct on the ground there. Too sure. Bowyer was across. It's a free kick anyway to Leeds, and Robinson will take it.
Jonathan below us, there's one or two cries going up for Michael Bridges here. What a fairy tale that could be. Terrific young prospect whose last couple of seasons blighted by injury.
His ankle against Besiktas in October 2000, in a divot on the ground, came back, hurt his knee in May of 2001, playing for the reserves. Oh, you're again in the thick of things. Vasevic has gone down. Let's have a look. Visevic, yeah, there was a little clip on his left shin.
I think he must have been hit by a sniper as well.
He grimaces and picks himself up, and then that's been rather the story of things. And Bowyer's challenge, there is Michael Bridges, there's Michael Bridges. But Lee Bowyer's challenge just again smacked of frustration growing for Leeds. Second by second attack. Couldn't get beyond Akopi. Visevic being booed now. Turned down the line by Metalurg.
I think it's given the crowd something to get involved with. Boom, Visevic there. I suppose there was always a slight danger of this performance after the big game against United at weekend, and it must have given so much.
Very much after the Lord Mayor's show, chance for Leeds. Kuehl dispossessed his man Rati, but couldn't quite find backup. Kelly now in towards the Norwegian. Kopian will touch it back, and they've done that very neatly. And out by Visevic under pressure on a big stage here, biggest game one of these Ukrainian players have ever played and will ever play. Bowyer to half. Still Leeds can't break through. Space to the right hand side. Played out to Kelly. Dakor in support. Leeds again not going anywhere. He's held on to it too long. There's nothing there for him though. Smirnov turns. Waiting on the left hand touchline was Akopian. Tucked back there by Milosavic. Radaby claims for Leeds. Smith hungry, coming to collect. Bowyer, Viduka's through the middle. Holding it up strongly and well. This is good stuff from Viduka. He got his shot away and Rati blocked. But that's the strongest we've seen from Mark Viduka.
Yeah, the crowd getting going behind Leeds now. Great play from Viduka. Took the ball with people around, held everybody off and got his shot in. More like Mark Viduka is his best.
Is the game finally waking up? Goodness me, I hope so. Kelly. Kuehl with the cross. Viduka's got a yard of space. Smith's header! Goalkeeper claws it away! And that's the closest we've come to a goal.
Oh, what a save. What a save.
Corner tap short. Kuehl on the run. Much better Leeds. Milosavic will clear. Pressurised by Woodgate. Smith floats it. Round the back post. Free header Hart. Well, unorthodox. He gave it to big Lennox Lewis, the goalkeeper. Smith back in. Hart again. Hit his own player. Much better from Leeds United though. But can now Zaporozhye break with Modibadze? Super save from the Smith header originally. And then the follow-up. Hart found the goalkeeper punching away. This is Visevic and still going. Radaby blocked.
Well, I think that was Leeds' best play of the game, condensed in 30 seconds there. 3 attempts on goal. Certainly warmed the crowd.
And they now step up the pace. Alan Smith was in the thick of things. Kelly. Kuehl is in there again. Couldn't direct the header. Milosavic away. Now Woodgate. Smith's chip. Viduka's header wide. But Leeds beginning now to caress the passes together.
All of a sudden 4, 5 headers all on target. You see here Smith chipping to the far post. Well, should have been an easier save there from Hart by the goalkeeper. But here Viduka heads the ball back and Smith hangs in the air. Oh, and the goalkeeper does well to keep it out. Tremendously well. Leeds' best spell of the game by far.
Eric Paco has indeed claiming the ball had gone over the line there for that header clawed away. Up in the air by Gary Kelly. I don't think it was over the line, by the way. This is Viduka. Kelly, acres of space. They needed to get forward down that right hand side and they have. Bowyer headed down. Down the line to Kuhl. Tried the cross, deflected away. It's a corner kick to Leeds United. It's their 9th of the game. Viduka breathing hard. Baka in there. Woodgate in there as well. Hart with the corner kick. Smith inside the 6-yard area. Woodgate bumping and barging. Poor delivery. Another corner though for Leeds. They're in double figures now for corners. Smith inside there on the 6-yard area, on the edge of the 6-yard area, hoping for better fortune. Was the header over the line? That's the big question as the goalkeeper clawed it away. Substitution for Zaporozhye. Molebache is going off and Berdanin is coming on. Hart with the corner kick. Alexander Berdanin is on the pitch. Yugoslav. Corner kick comes in. Oh, plenty of pressing and shoving. Drive by Kuhl. And it hit then Smirnov in the midriff. Left him panting in agony. Alan Smith and Harry Kuhl have been denied for Leeds United in a matter of minutes. Out by Valuta. Radovin, it's all Leeds, but with a better pace and a better plan now. Viduka tries to flick it off the Boya. Half clear, Baka's in there, slithering and sliding in. Referee gives a free kick Leeds way, foul by Bisevic. Now this is the moment. Viduka heads back square, Smith's header, goalkeeper claws it. No, that's a great save and it wasn't over the line.
Not at all, not even with the Russian linesman.
Oh, he thinks, is it ever going to come?
Frustration for Terry. I mean, he's seen his side do so well to beat Manchester United, one of the giants of British football, and here they are struggling against the minnows. He's thinking, what's this all about? There have been good signs from him in the last 10 minutes. And throughout it all, when very few Leeds players have got near their best form, I think the Kuhl has been the one big danger all night.
Hart with a free kick for Leeds. Approaching the hour. 0-0 against the underdogs from the Ukraine. From mining country in the Ukraine. Hart, can he dig one out here? Dakor, 6 men in the wall. It's Ian Hart. It's over.
Well, it's not been his best all night with his Sept plays. As he took it, man, Milosevic was only about 5 metres away from him. He was never going to get the ball up and over.
But for time wasting. Lushenko. Over an hour play. I don't think anyone could see this, could they? Terry Venables has had them watched and had the video studied and did warn people. Dakor, super pass. Boyev gives chase. Blocked and away by Smirnov. They can't clear the lines though. Bisevic eventually did well it back up. Well, he was very late and he slid in from a distance. That would have been a caution in a Premiership game, I think.
Well, it was, but I'm still not sure how much contact was made with him there. There's a wry smile from Eirik Baka. You see the ball breaks loose from the... Well, there was a following foot, but I think the lad saw it coming, and he's certainly making a meal of it.
Well, the referee has made his judgment here on Bisevic. He's not allowing him to receive any treatment. Lushenko. First of the Zaporozhye players to be cautioned. Dakor was put for the first half of Leeds. Robinson, who's had one shot to deal with from Vasconcelos. An easy save in the first half. Here is the Brazilian. In support is Milosevic. That's Berdanin, the substitute. Dakor. Leeds, but in their own half,
You have to give Zaporozhye credit. They have worked hard, they've pressed, they've closed anything that's loose. They've been round ball like piranha, and they, at the moment, they deserve to be 0-0. The Leeds have had the more chances, sort of half chances and 1 or 2 pressure chances, but they're doing fine. Their coach will be delighted with them.
It's a nice turn out wide by Metalurg, and the Leeds draw is from Michael Bridges, who is about to come on and end his 2-year exile from competitive first team football. And Bridges will not be the only substitute, because Stephen McPhail is coming on as well. He's made 1 appearance since last November. It was against Manchester United as a substitute at the weekend. And the 22-year-old London-born Irish midfielder will come on, and Michael Bridges will come on with him. And with Bridges coming on, would it be Viduka that goes off? Yes, I would imagine. And McPhail for Dakor, one would think.
Possibly even Baku, who's found it hard to get into this game, Jonathan. It's hard to see which forward he would exchange, or maybe Butchers put an extra forward on and take a defender off.
Dakor. Hart forward. Gills head wide to Boya. Swaps passes. He lost his footing. Vasconcelos will bring it away. He's not thinking Viduka. He did seem to be blowing heavily a few minutes ago. Vasconcelos was caught by Hart, was he?
Well, maybe.
Says the referee.
Maybe. It's certainly not been his best night, and you're right, it is Viduka coming off.
Well, he's worn himself down trying to get rid of his shadow.
I think he's mentally fatigued. He's just totally fed up with the sight of Dodditch.
What a great roar for Michael Bridges. His goals in his first season for Leeds United, 21 goals he scored for the club. Outstanding. And off comes Dakor, and on comes McPhail.
Well done, Jonathan. 2 out of 2. And already Dodditch has transferred his affection, if that's the word, to Bridges.
Hart whips it away just too far in advance of Lee Bowyer. So it's the fairy story tale to be written. Michael Bridges cost the club £4 million from Sunderland back in July '99, but he's lost 2 years of his career now. And there were those who said he'd never play again. Confirmation of the 2 substitutions.
Leeds have gone to slightly more conventional 4-4-2 now, with Bowie playing more on the right and Smith staying up the middle now to give Bridges help.
Kelly forward towards Smith. Interesting for Alan Smith that the England team are watching him again tonight. Toward grip in the middle of your picture. We're watching Lee Bowyer as well. Jonathan Woodgate too. Paul Robinson, perhaps the Leeds United goalkeeper. When will he get his first run out? Corner kick for Leeds. Hart, Kill, in space, down with header, punched up by the goalkeeper, it's going nowhere. Bakker was in there and eventually cleared away by Vasconcelos. Oh, bizarre goalkeeping.
It was going straight to him because it was a great chance really for Harry Kewell. It's a poor header, free header. Good movement from Leeds, got a man free at the back. See here again, same tactic.
Radaby's on the end of this one. Attempted overhead by Bridget, Smith over. It was Woodgate actually with the attempted overhead, but Smith just leaning back as it came to it.
Well, he did well to reach the ball, he just got to it first. You see here the ball, Radaby heads it back across goal. Try from Bridges, just nicked the ball away and always falling back with Smith.
John Woodgate, and as he went for the overhead, it was like a giant redwood tumbler. Harry Kelly half winning it in the air. Smirnoff. again. Drielchuk, pursued by Stephen McVeigh, the lone spell at Millwall last season. You're right, he was sent off earlier on, I seem to remember. Edouard Baluta, pursued by Bridges. The slightest of touches, play on, says the referee. Smith finds space. Not fail to Kelly. Second half has been much better by Leeds. We're halfway through it. It's still 0-0 though. Kelly, Smith's header. This time he caught it.
Well, it is brighter by Leeds. It's still not Leeds at the best. You see there Alan Smith at least getting in the right position for an attempt on goal. It's one-way traffic. Just need that goal now, that breakthrough.
Backer was saying he believes that Leeds are improved from 12 months ago in their stuttering campaign. It can go all the way. And Smith was clawed back there by Visevic. He believes it should have gone the other way, but it's good forward play by Smith. Planted his feet in. Watch this here. Oh, well, he also used a little nudge, didn't he? Visevic was clambering all over him. Ian Hart again. What do you make of these Ian Hart free kicks tonight? Not been too successful. Will he find his range here? 20 minutes to go, just over. Hart! Ooh. Lower but wide.
I was going to say, I think his record deserves that chance to fizz one in, and on his day as good as any free kick taken in England. See, he was always going wide, but at least he's getting a little bit nearer to the target.
34 goals for Leeds United. Puts them at roughly one every 7 or 8 games. Which from, I know he takes the penalties as well. It's a good ratio. Now, can Smith get away? Rowty goes across to cover, he's the sweeper. Dodic is the man marker. Then you've got the fullbacks. Then you've got the anchor midfield players. Backer will give chase. Visevic. Well, they've dawdled there. Oh, foul given against Michael Bridges.
Nice mark from Taylor.
Eddie Gray up behind him. And have enjoyed Leeds' success in Europe with the Don Revie side. They won the Fairs Cup as it was then in '68 against Ferencváros and in '71 against Juventus. And then it should have gone on and won the Champions League, or Champions Cup as it was, in '75 in Paris. Visevic, another foul by him. How many fouls is he going to give away before a yellow card's produced?
It's hardly the crowd favourites in the moment. It's not just the fouls, it's the acting whenever he's tackled.
Oh, with a free kick for Leeds United. 0-0. Smith on the edge of the penalty area, then Backer, then Woodgate. Didn't beat the first man. Radaby, Hart spins it on. Not a great header down. And, well, the clearance could have gone anywhere from Akopian as long as it was out of play from the Zaporozhye point of view. Oh, you're in a hurry. Here he is again. Fail wanted it. A good challenge on him by Bendenin. Woodgate lost it forward, looking for Smith. Beginning now to cause Visevic some problems and getting very lively. Alan Smith. This is a good jaunty run by him. Still Smith goes, and still. And that's a poor challenge at the end of it. The best and the worst of Alan Smith, perhaps. But hungry enough, won it back competitively. But in the end, Joey was always stretching and shouldn't have made the challenge like that.
Well, again, it's a booking, and he's lucky to get away with it. It could be a booking at any time, and if it was his second booking particularly, he could be off the pitch, and it's still a side he has to control. All top players, all great players have aggression, but controlled aggression. And he still hasn't quite got there.
Sort of stamping in with the challenge, stretching. The studs were there. It wasn't a pretty one, was it? Here he is again, though. What a talent. And he's winding the Savage up minute by minute. Bridges, was he fouled? Free kick this time goes the way of Leeds. And he is dragging them into this last 18 minutes. Snarling Alan Smith, but hungry for Leeds, showing the commitment that the fans want to see.
Well, that's the other side. His aggression can pull his side into the game. When you've got somebody running round up front, sometimes just running for the sake of it, running into people, chasing balls, lost balls, it can bring people into the game. That's what's happened at the moment.
McPhail's free kick, goalkeeper holds. Terry Venables will not be happy. There wasn't a challenge in the air. Disappointed the Leeds United manager. Radaby and Woodgate at the back have been faultless at the back for Leeds, but they haven't had anything right to deal with. This is Hart.
They've been redundant, Jonathan. They've had nothing to deal with.
Hill was fouled as he turned. And the foul's beginning to mount up. That's Milosavic. He was tucked up behind Harry Kewell. No doubt about that. That was a nasty one as well. That was through Harry Kewell.
Well, that's a booking.
Straight through him.
Tackle from behind has made no contact whatsoever with the ball.
Still, the foul count looks bad for Leeds there, though, didn't it? The crowd worried. That was a smile there. Perplexed. No fingernails left in Leeds tonight. Hart's free kick, away and down by Dodic, who has been outstanding in his role for Zaporozhye. Boya, there he is again, Mario Dodic. He's seen Mark Viduka off, and he's had a terrific game back there.
Certainly a strong contender for man of the match. He's headed, he's tackled, and mostly he's been fair.
That was sloppy though, and Hart's header nearly caused trouble. Vasconcelos wasn't the strongest in the aerial challenge. What can Leeds do here? This is Kewell. Smith out wide. Stephen McPhail. Up a chance, back his header! The goalkeeper got a hand to it, and it slithered away for a corner kick.
Well, certainly the pass or the cross of the game from McPhail, who stood the ball up. And I think it's hit the outside of the post there from Bakker. Rolling in wide as he can do.
They look for him again, Bakker. Comes to Bridges. Slants wide. Still in play. Smith, poor cross. Zaporozhye were claiming offside, in fact. They're back to 11 players. Zaporozhye. Milosavic is back on the pitch after having treatment. This is Boya. Under 15 minutes to go. Kelly, too strong.
Well, there's so many bodies back there now. Leeds just not reduced, but just getting crosses in whenever they can, because there's no space to go elsewhere. Viduka's gone off their main target. I suspect he wasn't quite fit, maybe an injury. It's certainly been a night of total and utter frustration.
Clean sheet is now absolutely vital, because in the home leg, Zaporozhye will have to come out, and they may well leave a few gaps. Or will they come out? Will they just sit back like they're doing here now?
I would be surprised. I think they'll just make sure, try and take the game to whatever conclusion they can. You know, they know they're not great goal scorers, so they're playing to their assets. It's not great to watch, it's not great for the fans here, but the moment they'll 0-0 when nobody gave them a chance.
Smirnov for Zaporozhye. There's their coach. McPhail. Harry Kelly. Boya's down the line. This is McPhail again. Spread it left to Ian Hart, pointing at the bottom of your picture. Back to Kelly. Time to measure the cross. Smith's header wide.
Well, young Smith there holding his hands, and you see Terry showing him what he should have done, turned it on with the forehead. He's got a good contact, really. He should hit the target there, head it down into the ground. Not been his best night, but he's kept trying, kept running. Lots of inspiration for his teammates.
He was semi-finalists years ago against Galatasaray, and Champions League semi-finalists the following year. Disappointed not to be in the big one. They know they need a long run here, and finally he's going to get his yellow card. Tomislav Visevich. Well, he's had one dig too many. It's on Alan Smith.
Well, it must be for accountable fouls, because that certainly wasn't the worst foul that we've seen in this game.
Interesting take that. Boya's free kick, Baka! Couldn't get over it. There may well have been a clash of heads in there.
And then we found Baka's taken a ride and landed rather heavily.
Well, they're taking their time, aren't they? Any chance they can. That's Valuta. Referee wouldn't allow treatment.
It'll be interesting to see how much extra time he gives at the end of the half, Jonathan, because there's been so much time wasted, so much play acting in this game.
11 minutes to go. It's not been a classic, far from that. Bridges off after it. Did he push Ratty? Smith! And Leeds United finally have the goal! And they have broken the deadlock against this stubborn side from the mining country of the Ukraine. Alan Smith, man of the moment. Right man, right time, right place. 1-0.
Well, it's not the greatest goal he'll ever score, but you see a ball played forward. Bridges chases a lost cause, maybe a nudge. Gets the benefit of the doubt, you see here. Maybe just a little tug, but Smith's following in and take that. Just the breakthrough they needed.
Did Bridges foul his man, Ratty? Smith from close range. And there, the frustration finally is relieved. Now there are smiles where there were frowns. This is Baka. Kelly to Boya. Baka. The intricate little flick. And the Kluchuk, he's followed Baka all night as well. Every time he's made a run, Kluchuk has gone with him. To Akopian. Strong run by Milošević. Smirnov hugging the left touchline. Bieldanin is on the edge of the penalty area. In comes the Brazilian, but Celios. It's not yet away. Kluchuk. Now Valuta. Is there going to be a sting in the tail? Right in, it was deflected. It dipped very late, actually.
Well, all of a sudden Zaporozhye decided to show us that they too can attack. And you see Ratty here from a long, long way out. He's never going to beat Robinson from that distance. But the deflection makes it dangerous. And a corner, but nobody seems to want to take it.
It's damage limitation, isn't it, from the point of Zaporozhye. Only 1-0 down at Ellen Road, Leeds. And you'll see this as a moral victory.
It's so important they keep the clean sheet now, Leeds, because 1-0 means that at least Zaporozhye have to make some pretense to try and win the game, the return game.
Vasconcelos chases off after a poor corner kick, Stephen McPhail away.
McPhail's been quite tidy since he's come on, not done anything spectacular, just kept the ball moving, which he can do. He's what I would call an old-fashioned midfield player. He just sits in there, passes the ball around, keeps the ball.
Vasconcelos trying to get beyond Harry Kewell, throwing Leeds. 8 minutes to go. Smith's 10th goal in Europe for Leeds United. The second in all football this season, separates the sides. Gary Kelly. McPhail. Hart. Kewell is on the left touchline, giving Leeds the width. Bridges has made a run on the edge of the penalty area. Backer's there in support as well. Kuhl gone beyond his man. Valuta looks for Backer. Ooh, it was floating dangerously.
Well, again, that man Kuhl takes one on, takes the second man on. Just doesn't quite the quality of cross that we know he can produce. For me, certainly Leeds' best player tonight.
Well, the referee's blown his whistle. I think the goal kick was taken short to a defender who was still inside the penalty area when he had the second touch. Now, at best, this is just daft by Zaporozhye, but at worst, it could be cynical time wasting. And he's already been booked for that.
I'm just going to say Glushchenko has to be careful. He's already booked him for one piece of time wasting. Referee had a brave decision to make there.
Kelly. Has there been more movement from Leeds, better movement? More fluid since Viduka went on?
Well, I wouldn't say just Viduka. I think the substitutes have worked. Credit Terry. He's realised it needed a spark and it needed a change, and a change can do that. Bridges coming on with lots to prove. McPhail playing for a place in the team, and they have looked better.
This is Woodgate, uncharted territory. Woodgate, great cross looking for Bridges. That was super stuff. And Bridges was already ducking his header like a sprinter on the line as he came forward for the header. Backer. Kelly's cross. Woodgate has stayed forward. Hart is around the back. Vasconcelos' header. And the corner kick is given off the Brazilian.
Well, Fabio Vasconcelos there got a vital interception. Hart had snuck around the back from the long cross. Exceptionally good in the air for his size, Hart.
In comes the corner kick. Oh, goodness me. Off the Bridges. Alan Smith. Backer muscled his way in. Another corner kick. We're talking 14, 15 corners now, Leeds. 5 minutes to go. Bowyer straight in the arms of Glushchenko.
Oh, that's a great cross, you know, Jonathan. One of the forwards has got to get across the line of flight of the ball there. It's very, very hard for the goalkeeper to handle that.
Kelly's head down. It's a heavy touch back by Akopian. Leeds once again. Bowyer. Strong enough referee allowing it to go. Kluchuk didn't like it, thought it was a foul. Hart to McPhail. Now Radebe. Kelly in space. Super to see Michael Bridges back for Leeds. Here he is. 2 horribly long years in the wilderness. Looking in there for Bowyer. Comes to Kuhl. Kuhl to take on Valuta. This is Hart. Cannons it over.
Well, it's notable second half for both Kelly and Hart. Both full-backs have got forward more. Kelly's given us more crosses and Hart has given a shot here, or 2 shots. Always going just over, but a great strike.
We've had over 20 shots in the game, Leeds. And they certainly have dominated possession, as we knew they would. That's a handball, surely. Verdanen. Out by Radebe. Just caught by a failing arm there of Vasconcelos. This is Mario Godic. He's 21 years of age, according to the official stats out of the Ukrainian Football Association. Very much, I would imagine, attracting attention here. The Croatian-born centre-back, man marker.
Well, if this is his consistent level of performance, he's done very well tonight, and whoever he's played against, he's been disciplined, he's been quick, brave with his headers.
Bowyer on the drive. Now Kelly. Bowyer continuing his run. Kelly against Smirnov on the inside. McPhail. Zaporozhye just holding back. All 11 within what, 30 yards of their own goal there. Dodic. Akopian square and Kliuchuk via Visevic out here to Valuta. Vasconcelos. And again Kliuchuk. Milosavljevic. The goal conceded here would be terribly problematic for Leeds. Chance for the cross from Valuta. Takes his time. Vasconcelos. Kliuchuk. Milosavljevic. He's not closing quickly enough. Vasconcelos goes down. No great appeal. Robinson away. Bridges bumped into Dodic there. He's got a claim to the referee that he was fouled. Kuhl has won it. Kliuchuk away. And then Radaby. Maybe then to Robinson. What a good ball that is, by the way. What a smashing pass from the goalkeeper.
Well, it is a good strike of the ball, that's for sure. And he picked this man out there. Right to feet, Lebo, you're just acknowledging the accuracy there of the goalkeeper's kicking.
Hart for Leeds. To Kuhl. Now McPhail, space out wide there to Kelly. He's beginning to find the holes. Bowyer, good run, chance for Leeds here. Bowyer pulls it back. Hart arriving! Still in there is Bridges, still in there is Bridges. Was he forced off the ball, Michael Bridges? And Dodic tries to shake hands with him and Bridges didn't want to know. This is Kuhl for Leeds. Valuta got the slight challenge in. Now this will be interesting to see how much stoppage time. I make it at least 4 minutes. Could be more. Here comes Smirnov for Zaporozhye. I'm told there are 5 minutes of stoppage time to be played, and that's just about right. Yeah, there, it's confirmed now. That's just about right.
Well, that's just the time wasting alone. The trainers or the physios have hardly been on the pitch, but there's been so much time wasting.
Smith for Leeds, super control, and away from his man marker. Smith goes for the chip. He may well have been looking for Harry Kuhl there. Zaporozhye are going to make a late substitution, I can tell you. And they're going to send on Vadim Zayat, a 28-year-old. Smirnov, I think, is the man they're going to take off. This is Bridges for Leeds. Smith. Backer's in there, Bowyer's in there, Kuhl's in there, so too Valuta and away, and another corner kick for Leeds United.
Well, lots of pressure, lots of crosses coming in now. They just need that second goal, which would effectively tie the game up for me, because I don't think there's 2 games in a month from this side. Zaporozhye.
Certainly don't think there's 2 goals in a month from them. They very rarely score. It is Smirnov going off, and Zayat's coming on. You can hear the boos because the Leeds fans think this is just another time-wasting measure. He's in no hurry. Absolutely no. Well, it's their 3rd game in Europe, and they've certainly learnt a few cynical lessons quickly.
I think they'll be delighted with both their performance and the score of it remains 1-0.
Smith in there. From the corner, heading down right back at, not yet clear. Radaby! Well, that has stunning power. Hart's cross, got given in no man's land. Well, Lucas Radaby doesn't get many, does he? 3 goals in over 200 games for Leeds United.
Well, you see, what a volley. Any forward to be proud of that. And Gluschenko does the right thing. He fished the ball up in the air and out of danger there. What a good save.
McPhail. Now Kelly. Looks for Alan Smith. He may well have just been pushing down.
Yeah, no complaints.
Zaporozhye, so determined. Valuta and Vati and Dodic and Visevic, the back four have given very little change. Now Kelly. Another substitution on its way here for Zaporozhye. And they're going to send on another Brazilian, Rodri Toledo, who joined this summer from Brazil. Visevic down. Smith looking for Michael Bridges. And now the substitute is going to be... Oh, the man going off is Badanin, who really came on midway through the second half.
Well, I'm not surprised really. I mean, I have been watching him, and he's certainly not an athlete. He's been trundling around the pitch in divers boots. I know it's hard to criticise a substitute, but he hasn't looked as if he's had any idea at all.
McPhail looking for backup. Goalkeeper punches it down. He made one terrific save from Alan Smith in this second half, but he has been decidedly iffy.
Great ball in from McPhail there, Jonathan. For me, Harry Kewell's Leeds man of the match, but I certainly think that McPhail's introduction has changed the game for Leeds.
Smith, little dummy, didn't fool Dodic. His persistence has won it back for Leeds, and here's Lashenko once again. Cap Leeds tonight if Michael Bridges could get one, if they could get a second. As it is, though it will be nervy and very tight in that second leg, and the late afternoon kick-off English time in a fortnight's time, live on Channel 5. I think Terry Venables' team should have enough. Certainly take them to score over there, maybe a little bit more open. Backer's fouled his man. It's Milošević who's gone down.
Certainly with the way, the ease that they go to ground, the Ukrainians, you would want a strong referee for the second leg. You don't want any silly decisions over there.
Valuta's free kick towards Rodri. Gary Kelly away. We've had the 5 minutes of stoppage time. And now a big long throw in for Mario Dodic, who's played a huge role at the back. He influenced the game now as an attacking force with the long throw in. Woodgate away. Visevic couldn't control. Bowyer for Leeds, not a great touch. Oh, the second was sublime. Bowyer looking for Smith, and the better and quicker option might have been Bridges to the right. But the full-time whistle blows for Terry Venables, Leeds United, winners against the stubborn Metalurg Zaporozhye with a goal from Alan Smith 11 minutes from time. The second leg will be very, very tight, but Leeds United are well to have done just enough. Back off in the break.